Welcome to the road to 1 million US dollars, and let's get right into the Bitcoin chart for today. As always, we're going to start on the 1 hour time frame and then move on to higher and higher time frames, and I will only be covering the unbiased technical analysis and nothing more. First thing I wanted to cover here is this potential bull flag pattern, because I did see some people talking about this, and I want to be very clear that this is in fact not a bull flag pattern, because first of all, you do have a deviation outside. Now that could be overlooked, but already it is a pretty sketchy pattern at this point. But besides that, usually you look at a Fibonacci retracement, and if this goes past the 0.618 Fibonacci level, this is not normal behavior for a bull flag pattern that you would have confidence in. Now you could be a bit more generous than I am and take it from all the way down here and say like, yeah, we haven't traded below this 0.618 Fibonacci level sitting at 65.3k. Fair enough if you want to look at it like this, but for me personally, at least, this is way too generous. More easy would actually be to just redraw this descending trend line and start to look for a potential break above as a confirmation signal on the bullish side. Besides that, we do have a potential bullish divergence confirming here in the charts, which is whenever you have lower lows in the Bitcoin price and higher lows in the RSI momentum indicator. Typically, this does point towards us getting a break from all of this bearish price action we saw here recently, either in the form of some choppy sideways price action or potentially even some bullish momentum. Keep in mind though that we are currently in a technical downtrend, making lower lows and lower highs. So this is more risky to look at this as some kind of bullish setup here, which means that you should be extra cautious if you see a move down below 65.2k, because that would actually invalidate that bullish divergence altogether. Now, the case that could be made for this bullish divergence is the fact that we are about to head into a weekend. So even if it doesn't end up being some kind of move like this, assuming that it doesn't get invalidated altogether, it could just be the case that we are going to see some choppy sideways price action over the weekend, because often during the weekends you see low volatility for Bitcoin. So perhaps that is something that we could be expecting going into this weekend here, assuming we don't get any crazy news events. Moving on to the 4 hour time frame, not much really changed here. We still have this hidden bearish divergence playing out, which is whenever you have lower highs in the Bitcoin price and higher highs in the RSI momentum indicator, often playing out either in the form of some choppy sideways price action or potentially some bearish momentum. So far, pretty much seeing some choppy sideways price action here. And this also plays into our base case on the 1 day time frame. After we saw this massive expansion in the Bollinger Bands, the base case was that we were going to see a period of low volatility for Bitcoin. So basically just chopping sideways in order for these Bollinger Bands to reset and start squeezing the Bitcoin price once again. Now you may notice that we are now in that period of seeing a squeeze. So therefore, sometime very soon, we are going to see an expansion in these Bollinger Bands, which typically happens when we start to see massive volatility for Bitcoin once again. So the most recent example of this was where we got this big squeeze. We saw a bit of a move to the upside, followed by a massive dump to the downside from there. So once again, these Bollinger Bands don't predict the direction of the price. It simply predicts the relative volatility that we should be expecting after the expansion starts. Apart from that, we can also take a look at some support and resistance levels. So right now we're trading inside this big level of support, sitting from 66 down to 65k. If you see candle closes below though, the next area of support to the downside is sitting from around 62k down to 60,000 in the Bitcoin price. And in terms of resistance, that is sitting from 67.5 all the way up to 70,000 in the Bitcoin price. Moving on to the weekly time frame then, not much has actually changed here. We are still bearish biased for Bitcoin, with our first price target being 52k and the second target being 45k in the Bitcoin price. Obviously, because of this bear flag pattern that we saw in the weekly time frame, which broke out to the downside at around 87k. And for now, the base case expectation remains that even if we do end up getting some kind of counter trend bounce, eventually we are coming down towards these price targets, so long as I don't see a move above 87,000 in the Bitcoin price. Moving on to the Bitcoin ETF flow tables, yesterday we saw another massive inflow of about $250 million in a single day of trading. So we are now seeing back to back days of seeing massive inflows here, which is quite a massive change in comparison to what we saw here recently. And for now, these Bitcoin ETF investors are having an upwards pressuring effect on the Bitcoin price. Now, lastly, taking a look at the Bitcoin liquidity analysis for today. First of all, over the past 3 days, you can see that we do have big liquidity on both sides. So in terms of downside liquidity, that is sitting at around 64.9K and even 64.3K. Of course, for now, while we are trading below this descending trend line, we are just slowly trending towards this level over time, right? However, there is also a bunch of upside liquidity sitting at around 66.5K and even as high as 69,000 in the Bitcoin price. And zooming out even further to this 1 month time frame, here you can see that we have massive liquidity at around 85K. But as I keep telling you guys over and over again, you need to see some kind of break above these highs at 71.5K. Or perhaps we could also start to look for some kind of break of this descending trend line on the 1 day time frame before it makes sense for us to start looking at liquidity at 80K, 85K, etc. So either way, this has been today's market update. I also wanted to quickly celebrate 600 uploads on the channel here, and we are now very close to 19,000 subscribers as well. So pretty insane, honestly. I really did not expect this to end up happening. Really, when I created my channel, I was already very impressed that I eventually reached 100 subscribers. So I really didn't think this many of you would actually be watching these videos. So I'm surprised every single day, I guess. But either way, I did want to thank you for actually watching these videos, liking them every day, which is also something that surprises me. So thank you once again, and I will see you tomorrow in the next one.